Yo! G'day guys, welcome back to another Roush Reviews, and behind us we have got the new facelifted i30N sedan, and this is the manual. So I know there have been a lot of reviews out lately, but they've all been the DCT. So we have got the 6-speed manual. We're gonna take this thing out for a rip. The new i30N sedan. This is the only one they're making now, guys. So let's fire this thing up, make some bangs, and this is gonna be a lot of fun. Let's go. Now in the i30N here, and of course we're in N mode already, and look, this thing again for 2024 people, credit to Hyundai for still coming out with something like this, because pops and bangs, 6-speed manual, 3 pedals in this thing, and yeah, it's just good. It really is, even if it is, again, only a 2-liter up front, 4-cylinder, but you know, look, we got a turbo and it still is punchy enough. It's a petrol head's creation. Again, we are putting purposely extra fuel into the exhaust just to bang it away, and I love that. You know, if you're worried about fuel economy, this isn't the car for you. Like, you should not care how much this thing's gonna drink, man. Like, legitimately, when you buy this thing, it's gonna be in N mode all the time, because it's just too fun to get this thing to pop and bang. Yo! Now, let us talk about what is under the bonnet, because it hasn't really changed. We still got the 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo, and this thing is pushing 206 kilowatts, 392 Newton meters. Again, front wheel drive. You can get it in the 8-speed dual clutch or the 6-speed manual if you got a shifter in between your legs, and I do. So of course I'm going to pick the manual to review, and shit, you got a knob, you got a shift, lad, and look at this thing go, bro. I tell ya. you can double shift down and see, like right there, do a crazy pop and bang, and it's still good to go. Yo, I love that. Did you see that? And that, it amplifies it when you're in a manual. The torque steer, the drama. It really does, and it's so fun to try and rev match yourself. We have a rev match button, but like, we're driving a manual. We're in a stick, lad. We don't need no auto rev match. You get rid of that. Give us the Engrin shift mode instead. Yo, dude. Again, we're doing barely any speed, but it is just a theater. It's a theater to get there, and that is the best thing. That's N for me. Now let's just quickly touch on price now, because this thing, it only comes in one model now. The Sedan N, Elantra N, you know, whatever they call it in Korea, something else. Who cares? It's 52 grand before on road, starting here in Australia, and there really aren't many options you can do. You can change the paint color, and you can give it a sunroof if you want to spend an extra 2 grand. So look, I think 52 grand, it actually probably is priced correctly. I think this is a 50K car all day. Obviously, depending on what dealer you go to, I hope you don't get too much markup, but if you get one at 52, obviously you got to pay your own roads, but I think that's a pretty fair price for this car. It's a fun car. It really is engaging, and again, 6-speed manual, you just, all of them are dead. They're all gone. Yes, you got the WRX, but there's no STI. I've been in the WRX. I rate this way more than that car. And, you know, there's no more Focus ST. The Type R is just way more expensive than that's a 75 grand car now. It's just, at this price point, there really isn't much. And I gotta say, for smiles, this really delivers. Yes, technically it's not a rocket ship, but when we pull around this corner, let's try it here, and I hear the pops. It's got grip too. Come on, let's go, push it. Ooh, a little bit. Oh, the brakes pull us up, you know, the end brakes, and dude, it's just a laugh. This thing is a laugh, and you know, yeah, it's not a V8, it's not a straight 6 turbo, it's not in your face, but it is fun, and you can drive this thing like a rally car because it is only a little 2-liter here at the end of the day, and you can just flat foot it. You can flat foot this thing from first, second, third, you know, even into fourth if you're feeling a little bit brave against the, you know, got Waze running. And I'll tell you, the pops and bangs, you feel some torque steer come through, but I like that. But, you know, you got track apps on here. You can actually take this to the track, and your warranty is still A-OK as well. So Hyundai does let you track your car. The N Division, they know what they're doing. I'm a big fan. I always have been. As we let a couple of shots off, I thought I'd test it out. It is pretty, you know, this thing's pretty stiff. I'm not gonna lie. When you have it in N mode, you do have electronically controlled suspension here, so it will adjust. And you know, depending on what mode you're in. I am in N mode just majority of the time. You can put it in a custom mode if you want to. I personally don't find it too harsh. I think even in N mode, it's fine. The steering wheel is pretty firm. Again, you can lighten that up, but it's the road noise, unfortunately, with these Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. If you're on a bit of a rougher road, it is actually, it's quite deafening. Luckily you got a Bose sound system though, so crank the tunes. But yeah, it's not insulated that well in here, unfortunately. The biggest thing for me, it's called Hyundai's new Intelligent Speed Limit Assist. And this is not just, it's in almost all the new Hyundais, it's in some new Genesises even, and it is so frustrating. This is going to tell you what the speed limit of the road is, you know, when it sees the sign, okay, we're on an 80K road, you see it on your gauge cluster, 80Ks. If we decide to do 82 kilometers per hour, this thing is going to warn us that we are going over the speed limit, even though we are wearing our big boy pants and we have our own driver's license and we're in our control of our own, you know what I mean? I don't care if it wants to tell me you're going over the speed limit. What I do care about is when it starts chiming in and cutting the music off and doing it every 2 minutes. Like, it literally comes on constantly. There is no, like, quick thing to do. It is the stupidest design flaw, and I can't believe it passed testing. Like, I don't know who they're trying to impress here, but, like, we don't need any other assistance. You know, we're running Waze here, man. I know what the speed limit is. Like, I got 2 eyes, mate. I don't need this thing coming in and beeping the hell out of my ears. Like, that thing almost would make me want to buy a 2023. I'm not kidding, because I don't believe they had it. This is a new thing for the facelift. So, yeah, extremely frustrating. I really hope they'll release maybe an update where that can be hard turned off. Yeah, it's annoying. Another really concerning thing here is the panel gaps. Look, again, I know it's a 50 grand car, but look at the panel gap on the bonnet. Like, the bonnet panel gap is concerning. Like, I actually thought I didn't close the bonnet properly the first time I saw it. And nope, that's just how it is. And then even the wiper doesn't, you can't lift your wiper blade up. I don't really know how that works. You got to lift the bonnet up and then lift something seems to be broken, or maybe you got to like move the wipers up a bit and then you can, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, as you can see, it's, yeah, little things like that. Obviously you can see it's a cheaper made car, but at the end of the day, for 50 grand at this price point, it does feel pretty well done. Now guys, it is time for the WiperTech wiper test. So just how good do the wipers work on the new i30N sedan here? So let us take a look. Turn the switch on. All right, so get a good even spread. Wipers work as intended. You know, probably gotta give it another 1 or 2 clicks just to get the excess off. Not bad, Hyundai, not bad. I'm gonna give that a 8 out of 10 for the WiperTech wiper test. Guys, again, remember to use my code ROSS15 off. You wanna get the best wipers in the game, link is down below. Now guys, if you're enjoying this type of content, make sure you subscribe. Hit that big subscribe button, hit the bell notifications, leave a comment down below. Does help us massively. We're on our way to 100K. We are chasing that goal, and yeah, it's how we bring these cars to you guys on the screen. Now, 0 to 100. Remember, we're in a manual, but let's give this thing a crack. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, it's fun to do, but it is tricky, and it's going to take a lot of practice in the manual to really get it down. Again, it's front-wheel drive, so yeah, a lot of chatter. Again, front-wheel drive. Yeah, 0 to 100 isn't what this thing's built for, but let's see what the time was. Look, we got a 6.9. Not quick. But again, we might try it again later on. It doesn't let you use launch control all the time. It did seem like it did something a little bit funny, like saying it was second when I was in first still. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, getting this thing up to like 4.5, 5,000 RPM. Kakak, like, tutun, tutun. I don't know why I said that. I just thought of it right there. My inner thoughts got the best of me. Tunak Tunak Tun. Legends, leave a comment if you ever heard that Tunak Tunak Tun song. Only OGs know that. Now guys, look, we're gonna finish the video off here today, but what can I say? The facelifted i30N sedan, it's all they making now, so this is it. But I gotta say, this is still a great car. Not much has changed, a few annoyances, a few new things, but relatively it's the same car as last time. But that isn't a bad thing. If it's not broken, don't fix it. And Hyundai has come back again clutch with a petrol turbo manual fun end car. And that is a massive win. For 50 grand, it's a win. So I love this thing. If you love it, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe. We'll see you guys on that next one. Take care.